going on, everybody? It's Fade Dating Coach Elliott Scott, and as you can see by the title below, we're going to talk about ways to make your life easier. Yes, it is actually true. This is not clickbait. You can make your life easier with men. Just do these 3 things, okay? Now, if you haven't yet, please subscribe. Just click the red button below. I will love you forever. And if you want to work with yours truly or get more information about the stuff in this video, in my course, Attraction Academy, I go much more into detail on it. Links are down below. And I'm about to update the course by the end of the month. So if you get it now, you're going to get it at the price it's at now with all the updated stuff, okay? And all future updates. So, jumping right into this, please do not click off. Okay, hey, don't do it. Do not click off for this first one, which is upholding your standards. Okay. Now, again, please, I want to go into detail on this on something. Okay. So, there's 2 things that I have learned. Okay, not 2 things. I guess there's 2 reasons why a woman is in the situation she's in. Okay. One is the guy. Okay, piece of shit, manipulates her, leads her on, things like that. And the other is when the woman knows that he's a piece of shit, manipulates her, things like that, but she continues to let it go on. And I know you might say, well, that's not me, Elliot. That's not me. No. I cut that shit right off. But it's little simple things, which is why I put this as number 1. It's the negotiation. Everything you guys do, and again, I talk about this in my course, everything you guys do, say, what you don't do, what you don't say, okay, are all forms of negotiation. And there's very simple tactics, very subtle tactics that guys use to keep women hooked, such as using hope. I like you, it's just right now it's not a good time, I just got a divorce, but I do like talking to you. If we could just take it slow or see where it goes, that would mean a lot. You know, like that kind of shit. The whole let's see where it goes, let's take it slow concept. Listen, there's no such concept as that, okay? There is no such concept when a guy says it, at least, because if you're going down relationship road, I don't care if you're going 45 miles an hour or 100 miles an hour, you're still going down that road, you're still coming up to the final destination. And it's not the speed at which something, now I'm not saying this doesn't have an effect, but it's not so much the speed as it is if the guy is ready. If he has the mindset. Now, women are going to or say I'm contradicting myself, or they're going to kind of, get me with an aha by saying, well, Elliot, you don't understand that if we do go slow, the guy does have time to think about it, right? And make a better decision. Well, that's logically true, and yes, that can happen, but here's the thing, what a lot of women don't understand. By the time, if I'm going 45 miles an hour, and by the time I get there, will I actually want a relationship with you because of these 2 things? One, if you're a Lamborghini and I really wanted a Lamborghini and I drove the Lamborghini for 6 months and now it's time for me to make my monthly payments, I'm going to say, you know what, actually, I don't want the Lamborghini. Yeah, it's really nice, but I drove it for 6 months. Let me see what else is out on the lots, right? That's going to happen. He's going to talk to you for 6 months, 3 months, whatever, and by the time it is time to make a decision, your honeymoon stage, the prime, the new feelings and all that, the spark that was supposed to be there is not as strong. So when you're trying to negotiate this with the guy, he's going to say, I don't know. That's number 1. Number 2 with it is the fact that the guy, I think if he's going along with this for 3, 4, 5, 6 months, and it feels like a relationship, and it seems like a relationship, and he acts like he's your boyfriend, why, and he's getting the boyfriend benefits, why would he transition into something else? There's no point to. I'd rather have my cake and eat it too as a guy and keep talking to you and see what else is potentially out there. And he's going to negotiate that, okay? So women, hold your standards. Uphold your standards, okay? Don't get to the point where you like a guy so much that you fear losing him and then you lower your standards because you like him so much and you want things to change, okay? No. 6 to 8 dates, call the guy out, give him ultimatum. If he doesn't not on the same page, he's out. Hey, he's out of here. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, which kind of builds on top of this now, which is doing your detective work. Again, I talk about this in my course, but actually in my course I have 25 things that you should ask yourself or about the situation, which is very, very accurate. Trust me. But you need to start asking why, deeper questions, understanding if this guy is actually looking for, I mean, hey, you can ask a guy some questions, but how do you know if they're real or not? Or how do you know if things don't change, right? So you might be talking to a guy in the beginning and he'd be like, yeah, let's see where it goes. I do like you. I do want a relationship. I'm just, let's just see what happens. He might be 100% correct on all that. He's genuine. He does want a relationship. He does like you. He does want to see where it goes. But that doesn't mean that it's actually going to transition to the end result, right? Because things unfold based on the things I'm about to tell you. So detective work. Is this guy emotionally available? It's easy to say all that shit in the beginning and actually mean it. But if he's emotionally unavailable, you're not going to get it. Is this guy recently out of a relationship? Again, a guy can say all those nice things in the beginning, but if he's recently out of a relationship, you don't know if he's saying that to fill a void or not, right? You don't know if he's saying that just to get validation, to get you to fill that ego that was broken from that previous relationship. Right? Has this guy ever had an example of a healthy relationship? And again, he can say all these things in the beginning like, I like you and all that, and he can genuinely mean it, but if he never had a healthy relationship, then how do you know, or why do you think you're some special woman that in the last 20 years he has never had a super serious relationship, that you're the one who's going to break that habit, right? Or that cycle. So it's very important to ask, why. Keep asking why. And I mean that in terms of detective work. What is the advantage for him? Like the things he does, the things he says. Well, why would he say that? What advantage does he get out of saying that? Well, I mean, if I do fall forward and things keep going the way they're going, he could probably have his... You get what I'm saying. You got to keep on asking why. There's always an advantage. There's always a benefit out of it for the man. Okay? Which is why, going back to number one, I say, at 6 to 8 dates, I don't care if he looks you in your eyes and says, I love you. I don't give a shit. Cut him off. Cut him off. You will save yourself so much time with men. It would be so much easier if you don't let your emotions take place. You're more logical. You ask these questions and you see what are the motives, right, that the man's trying to gain. Because he's asking these for a particular reason. Okay, ladies? So that's number 2. And number 3, be elusive. So many women, I say this in all my videos, so I apologize, I sound like a broken record, but I see the same pattern over and over again. So maybe I'm making this for new people who tune in, because I always ask my clients, I don't know how much you know of my work. Oh, I just started watching. Okay, well then sit back, ladies. I'm about to give you a whole, I'm about to give you the whole list of, a laundry list of problems you're making, right, in my philosophies. So that's why I guess I'm saying the same things in the videos. But be elusive. And that means dangle that carrot in front of him. Make him feel like he has it, but he doesn't. I know that sounds very manipulating, and I don't think it should be, but this is not high value men you're probably talking about. This is not men, or these are not men who want a relationship. Because if you're talking to a high value man who wants a relationship, you will not be watching my videos, okay? You will not be watching my videos. High value men who want relationships focus on reciprocal investment. I do to her as she does to me, and it should be equal amount, right? Like, I like her, so I'm going to reach out. Oh, she reaches out to me too because she likes me. She responds because she likes me, and vice versa. You're thinking, well, I'm going to reach out to this guy. And he's like, oh, cool, look, she reached out to me. I'm going to respond because I like her. No games, right? But when games are starting to be played, I think a woman needs to be more elusive. And that's because a male is, at least a lower value male, is more of an offerer. He can't compete with high value men. So he has to use other tactics to get women, such as manipulating her, front loading her, love bombing her, telling her what she wants to hear, being hot and cold himself, like all these things. He's an offerer. He wants sex. Why? Because it's not as highly as abundant to him as it is most women, right? Any woman can get sex if she wants, to most women and to higher value men. So this is his tactic. So if you're elusive and you dangle that thing in front of him, right, that he wants, but you're a little elusive with it, you're not fully giving in, you're going to do a lot better with men, okay? So, well, I guess a better way to put this is just don't give in, slow it down, be elusive, take it step by step, okay? A lot of people, men and women, rush it. Don't rush it, okay? So, ladies, that being said, I love you. If you have not yet, please subscribe. Red button below. Course, Traction Academy below. A link to work with yours truly. One-on-one session down below. Love you. Take care and peace.